Griese standing by with their perspective from this amazing weather night in Buffalo. Ryan Clark's been studying the tape. He'll break down what happened in the very deciding moments of this game. Defense comes up big for the Pats. First, let's get out to Orchard Park. Lisa Salters with an important member of that Patriots defense.
Thank you very much, Matthew. You got shaken up a little bit there at the end of the game. What happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, how I came down, his helmet was just in my rib. Just lost my breath a little bit. I tried to get up, get back to the line of scrimmage, but I really couldn't breathe. So, but I'm okay. I'm okay.
And you got the win. That's most important, right?
Yeah.
Just tell me, tonight was really more about attitude, even more so than the playbook. What was your attitude coming in here tonight, knowing what the weather conditions were going to be like?
We know coming in here playing, it's a tough atmosphere and environment, and then when you add the wind and the weather on, we just happy we got the W, came out of here. That's a really good football team. We got to play them again, so we just got to continue to be focused and stay mentally prepared.
You kept them out of the end zone twice in the fourth quarter when they were in the red zone. Just what was the key to that?
Just playing good team defense. They can score a lot, and just try to bend but don't break and keep them to field goals.
Thank you so much. Congratulations on the win, Matthew.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Well, let's do your research on the Week 13 finale. The Patriots rack up 222 rushing yards compared to just 19 passing yards. They threw it 3 times. It's the largest differential between rushing and passing yards in a game since Week 3. That was against the Jets, 1983. For Bill Belichick, 19 wins and 22 trips to Buffalo in his head coaching career, joining George Halas, who coached 40 seasons as the only coaches with 19 road wins against a single opponent in the history of the National Football League. As for this Patriots team, now 7-1 against the AFC this season. Good for the best conference record in the entire NFL. That'll be a huge advantage as it relates to playoff positioning, with conference record a key tiebreaker down the stretch. Here's how things stand. Current playoff standings with 5 weeks remaining. New England, the first AFC team to get to 9 wins. There are a dozen other AFC teams that have at least 6. Every AFC team has at least 4 losses through Week 13 for the first time in nearly 20 years. Louis Riddick, Brian Griese join me. And fellas, I go back to your Pee-wee days through college, through the NFL. You all have seen plenty of football. How do you best explain to those of us that just watched it on TV how impactful this weather was to how the game was able to be played on the field? I guess, Brian, I'll start with you as a quarterback and what they were up against.
Yeah, we went down on the field before the game, Scotty, and Lewis almost got blown over by the wind, so there was that. But we had a chance to talk with some of the players, obviously the kickers. I talked with Josh Allen, and down there on the field, you can really feel it. It's almost impossible to throw the ball accurately, and when that's all you've done for your entire life, it's unnerving. And we saw the impact of the wind not just on the quarterbacks, but on the running backs. You had 2 early fumbles. In the special teams area, you had a big fumble that led to a touchdown for Buffalo. So it impacted every single element of this game. It impacted every decision by the coaches. It made it a really fascinating game for us. Hopefully it was fascinating for people at home to watch. It's just different than we're used to seeing. But I think what we did find out was that, Buffalo answered the bell in the fourth quarter and at least gave themselves opportunity. They just couldn't convert in the red zone.
Louis, defensively. Yeah, go ahead, Louis. Go.
No, go ahead. Ask your question, Scott.
I was just curious.
I knew you were about to talk about defense, so I wanted to hear this question.
Well, specifically the Patriots' defense in the red zone in the fourth quarter. Buffalo's going into the wind. All credit to them. They were able to get down there close. Went for 1 field goal. Weren't able to convert. You have a false start penalty, so you end up with, 3rd and 4th and 14. So they're lengthy plays they're going to have to convert. Patriots defense able to keep them out of the end zone. What'd you see from your vantage point that allowed them to do that?
Look, I think this football team and knowing how Bill puts in situational football as it pertains to the red zone in particular is something that they've excelled at for the better part of 20 years, 21 years, the amount of time that Bill has been up there, because it becomes a thinking man's game down there, much more so than it is really a physical game. And he drills his players into playing with tremendous vision, understanding what leverage you need to take, understanding what route combinations you need to take, and then hopefully his guys will be in position to make those plays. And that's really what you saw on the last play that Miles Bryant made. That's a zero coverage look. You know you have to play inside leverage because you have to defend the middle of the field first. If he beats you outside, then you can live with that, but you can't give him the whole middle of the field. So he's playing Cole Beasley with inside leverage. He sees Josh's eyes go outside the number one on the double slant or double post, and he just comes off and makes a play. That's vintage secondary play as taught by Bill, as taught by every secondary coach in the NFL. They just happen to do it better than most and have been able to do it better than most for a long time.
I'd also give credit to Adrian Phillips. The play that he made on the Dawson Knox, that was going to be a touchdown to Dawson Knox if Adrian Phillips doesn't come in and punch that ball out. The Bills had 12 snaps in the red zone, and they only scored 1 touchdown. That was the difference in the game.
I have one last thought for you both. I think, look, we all watch a lot of football. We understand it at the level we understand it at. But help me understand, fellas, when you have game plan for this, it's the biggest game of the week and you get an extra day. You know the weather is, you pay attention to these things, but then you get to Monday night, and look, it's a snow globe, right? So I just wonder how much of what you would have prepared for tonight goes out the window, and you are essentially having to figure this out on the fly. I mean, is there a percentage that you could even apply to that just basically that you prepared for that was useless?
I think all these coaches knew what this game was going to be. I mean, we talked with them. Obviously, they had a game plan. We talked with Brian Daboll, and he said he had a separate part of his play sheet, 12 to 15 plays that he was going to use in case they couldn't throw the ball. And he used those for 3 quarters, and then he got into the 4th quarter, and he's behind. He had to throw the ball. So right. These 2 coaching staffs are some of the best in the National Football League. They prepare for everything, and there's no question they knew what was coming tonight.
I think, Scott, what this also goes back to is team building 101. Also, meaning this, we always talk about what kind of teams travel in November and December. Teams that can run the ball, play good situational football, control the line of scrimmage. That kind of roster really does excel in these kind of conditions where it becomes totally unpredictable. You know the game's going to be played in a phone booth. Do you have the roster that can do that? Do you have the guys who have the mentality that say, look, we can play that way if you want to play that way, coach. If you only want our quarterback to throw the football twice and he's going to have a couple quarterback sneaks, that's fine. We can roll with that. We'll win with that. And that goes back to how do you put your team together in the offseason. Bill's been doing this a long time, man. Look, Sean McDermott, he's been doing it too, and Sean has a very good football team. But tonight he got one up by the master. Does that surprise you, given the fact that he retold his roster this offseason? It should surprise no one.
No, it was a fascinating night. I think America knew, right? Everybody knew it was a snow globe. You want to see what these teams have got, and then it's just figure out a way to make a play, and in the end, New England makes one more. And look, we get a great divisional game next week. It'll be a little different. Lewis, you can lose that jacket. Grease, you can lose that ascot or scarf or whatever the hell you got on under there.
It's
you guys
a vest.
There you go. Well, you can lose the heater, fellas. You can leave the heater in Western New York. It was a blast to watch. Travel safe. We'll talk next week. All right, guys?
You got it.
Thanks, Scotty.
Yes, indeed. All right, that's just the 3rd Patriots game in December or later under Bill Belichick, in which first place in the AFC East was on the line. You know, typically they put it in their back pocket by now. Bill and the Patriots 3 for 3 after beating the Jets 45-3 in 2010, taking down the Dolphins in 2001 en route to their first Super Bowl title. Plenty more to come on a wild and windy night in